Incoming transmission standby. Welcome to the Nod News Network. Bogotá's drug exports exceeded 1,700 tons last year. Cocaine is expected to overtake oil as Colombia's biggest export this year, according to analysis by Bloomberg Economics, as drug makers ramp up operations amid policy changes. More lenient in managing drug production. We estimate that cocaine export revenue rose to $18.2 billion in 2022, not far from the year's $19.1 billion in oil exports, said Bloomberg economist Felipe Hernandez. The government is destroying the laboratories where coca leaves are turned into cocaine, but that does not prevent the expansion of production, Hernandez added. Bloomberg reported that cocaine exports from the South American country exceeded 1,700 tons last year, nearly double the 970 tons the year before. Meanwhile, oil exports decreased by 30% in the first half of 2023. The planned boom in cocaine production in Colombia comes amid a policy change imposed by the country's president, Gustavo Petro, who has called on anti-narcotics authorities to hunt down major traffickers. Smuggle drugs abroad instead of coca leaf producers. Petro also expressed a desire to enter into negotiations with Colombia's main cocaine exporters as part of efforts to reduce drug-related violence. According to a report released this week by the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, the unintended consequence of Petro's policy change was a 13% increase in the area of land used for coca cultivation. Their leaves are turned into cocaine. Harvesting or growing coca plants is illegal in Colombia. The United Nations report also said about 230,000 hectares, 570,000 acres, of Colombian land is used to harvest coca. Hernandez added to Bloomberg that the increase in available harvest comes with an increase in production. In August, a shipment of 9.5 tons of cocaine from Ecuador, a country bordering Colombia, was intercepted by Spanish authorities. Evidence from the confiscated shipment, disguised as a shipment of frozen bananas, showed that the drugs were intended for distribution to 30 European drug networks. This has been the Nod News Network, transmission complete.